Hey everyone, Morgan Zaretsky of Naturessence here again. Oops, sorry about my phone. Just ignore that. Morgan Zaretsky of Naturessence Personal Wellness Coaching. You can go to naturessence.org to learn all about the 6 nature steps that I use to get off antidepressants and learn to love my life. And very excited. As of today, I am officially a member of Toastmasters International, the Peak Performance Club. So I'm going to start working on my public speaking, get even more confident and more able to effectively deliver my message to all of you and hopefully to people in person soon. So, and on Tuesday's video, I talked about how Monday of this week I went to my very first class with the Mood Disorders Association of Manitoba. They're having a free 4-part series on right now called Cognitive Behavior Therapy. It's a free 4-part series. It's Monday evenings on Monday and then the next 3 following Mondays. So I briefly talked about what we discussed there. And some of the websites they recommend looking at and some of the apps they recommend downloading. And I mentioned something called thinking traps. So I want to show you today one of the little work booklets that they gave us, and I hope they don't mind me sharing. It's a free class, and so they want to help people. So I'm just going to help them out by sharing this with even more people. So it talks about what is healthy thinking and how is that, they kind of link that down to like you have automatic thoughts, you have healthy thinking, and then you have thinking traps. So healthy thinking, they describe as not just necessarily being positive, and everything is not, gumballs and raindrops and rainbows and whatever. It's normal and it's natural to feel upset and to feel angry and to feel scared sometimes. So healthy thinking is not trying to remove all of those emotions. It's just having them at appropriate times and being able to look at things in a real and a rational way and to see both sides of a situation. So because our thoughts affect how we feel and how we respond to these situations, so it's important to have healthy thoughts in order to have healthy emotions and a healthy life. Automatic thoughts are habitual, these are automatic things. Sometimes they can just pop in our head so quickly that we don't even realize that that's the thought that we're having. They're just the things that we pop up automatically. Maybe they've been conditioned in us since childhood, or they're the same thoughts that your friends say all over and over and over again, and they're just things you take for granted. So, and a lot of the times, just due to society and how things have turned out in our world, our automatic thoughts tend to be rather negative. So the example they give here is, I made a mistake. Automatic thought being, I'm stupid. So obviously, if that's automatically, every time you think you make a mistake, you automatically think, I'm so stupid. That's going to cause a lot of emotional distress, and not necessarily true. We all make mistakes, and that doesn't have anything to do with our IQ level. So, and that leads into thinking traps. So a thinking trap is a lot more likely to happen when you're under stress or when you're not taking care of yourselves, and they can trigger or maintain anxiety and depression, and people who overuse them or happen to fall into them more tend to be individuals with anxiety and depression, and then they trigger more anxiety and depression, hence being the trap. So there's a few different examples they give here. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm not going to go in a whole lot of detail, but thinking traps are things like overgeneralizing. So using words like always, never, I never get to have any fun, it always rains every time I try to go to the beach. Having an all or nothing thinking, thinking the world is black or white. Something is either horrible or it's amazing. You know, so if you're on a diet and you're like, oh, I wasn't trying to be on a diet, but I had a cupcake, so that diet's gone. I might as well eat all of them. That's an all or nothing. Fortune telling is the third one. So trying to predict that something bad is going to happen just because of a way you're feeling, without any evidence of this badness happening. So thinking that you studied for a test, but you still feel like you're going to fail. Emotional reasoning. So that is believing that something is true or fact based on your emotions about it. So that would be a belief that if you are afraid of flying, believing that your fear of flying means that flying is unsafe, even though the evidence would point otherwise, because most people fly and nothing bad happens. Labeling is the, what are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth thinking trap is labeling. So saying only negative things about yourself or about others. Again, that can go back to the I made a mistake, I'm stupid. Labeling yourself as stupid or labeling someone as a jerk based on something that they've said or done. Number 6, should statements. Tony Robbins talks about this all the time. You should all over yourself. I should have done this. I should have done that. Which leads to guilt, leads to anger. Nothing good. Number 7, mind reading. So jumping to conclusions based on something someone else might be thinking. My friend didn't say hello. She hates me. Mental filter, so focusing only on the negative, which is a little bit different than the black or white, all or nothing thinking. In a mental filter, you can see maybe different aspects of it, but you choose to only focus on the negative. So you might have had a really great day at work. You got a lot of productive things going on, but you bombed one thing all day, and that's all you can focus on, is that one thing that you didn't excel at. Catastrophic thinking, so always going to the worst case scenario. Their example is, I stumbled over my words in a presentation, I'm going to lose my job. Catastrophic thinking. And lastly, personalization, so taking everything to heart. Anything that bad that happens, it's your fault. Thinking that you are the cause of everything. My husband looks irritable today, I must have done something wrong. So those are the thinking traps. I see the video is already at 8 minutes. I don't want to make it too long, but those are things that, if you think of yourself in any of these, try not to move it. These are things, they can trigger anxiety, trigger depression, lead to that kind of negative downward spiral that we all feel when we're, doing these thinking traps. And so the solution is to challenge these thoughts. Recognize what the thinking traps are, and then to challenge your thoughts and try and look at it from another point of view. So look for evidence. Is there evidence for or against this feeling or thought? Is this a double standard? If this was someone else's thought and I was hearing it from them, how would I feel about this situation? Take a survey. Ask other people if they've ever had this thought. If you think maybe you're a bad parent because your child is having temper tantrums, go and ask some other parents if their children have temper tantrums. Maybe it's just normal. Maybe it's something we all go through. And lastly, conduct an experiment. So test your belief out. If you think that all your friends hate you, phone them. Invite them over. If they really hate you, none of them will probably show up, but probably it's just a thinking trap, and I'm sure, some of them will show up, and that'll refute your belief. So that's what I learned from the first class for the Mood Disorders Association, and next Monday I'll be going back to the second one, so I will share what I learned there. If you like these videos, please like, please share them, help me get this message out to as many people as possible. And if you have any comments, questions, or anything you'd like me to make a video on, write a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. Have a good night. Bye.